Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. On the wing, Corver. There's the three. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one's good. Suggs.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Pass to Corver. The three. And another three for Seattle.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
To the inside. Suggs looking around. Rebounded by Corver.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the middle. There's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And, you know, we know Suggs has a decent J, but they're reminding everybody he can drive inside, too.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Corver.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And here is Garland. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Corver up top. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Seattle.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
There's Porter with the three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Champagnie. And another three for Seattle.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Seattle dancers.
On the free throw, no good. And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard-Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with 4.
4 on the clock. Inside. Gobert. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Leonard. And so it's Seattle controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Left side, Korver. Shoots over Leonard. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. The shot's good from Christie.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Valanciunas. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Down low, here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely. Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Korver. Pass to Valanciunas. The kick out to Williams. Kept alive. Valanciunas, good. And the Sonics lead by 13.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Screen by Leonard. And Suggs throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul, a big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Outside Williams. Driving in. Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throwdown. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
How about the showmanship of Jalen Williams? Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players at school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you, Kevin.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Seattle leading by 15. Here's Williams, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And an intentional foul right there. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target with his 3. Sonics leading by 16. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
That one misses.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Pass to Coward. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Yep, that one goes. Valanciunas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And so it's Seattle with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. On a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard, it's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Jackson with it. Now defended by Korver. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Seattle with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Williams. Poked loose. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Garland. The shot, no good. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Back to Porter. Good D by Williams.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
High post, Gobert. Korver gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Korver's got 15.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
Nobody near Williams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And they go to the intentional foul. GM17.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Checking in for the away team.
Takes the three. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Garland.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Pass to Champagny. It's stolen by Suggs.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Tremendous effort from Suggs on the fast break. I tell you, it's not easy to keep up with him.
On the wing, Korver. Here's Champagny. They get it back. Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Garland for 3. Porter in the corner. Outside Leonard. Back to Christie. Gobert with the block.
More than 7 feet to contend with and a wingspan that might be north of that. Good luck getting a shot over Gobert.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
Like missing breakfast, bruh. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Here's Suggs. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Suggs with the steal. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And stolen by Patterson. Christie can't make it.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And we know this part. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in this game. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Sonics leading by 14. .137 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Outside Korver. Goes up on the wing. A 3-ball. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that one's good. Champagny.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Pass to Patterson. Back to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. And Suggs throws it down.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
Shot by Champagny, no good. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Big coming, big coming.
Pass to Korver. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. Korver's got 9 points now in just the second half. Patterson can't get it to go.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his third basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Seattle with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had
The visiting teams, 47.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Seattle leading by 18. Here's Rollins. Yep, that one goes in there. Rollins got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Seattle. Screen by Leonard. Beyond the arc. And it's Coward with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Rollins with the bucket.
Beautiful reverse, using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's Suggs. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
You know, one thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. I mean, he's shut down some really good scorers in this league.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Korver for 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Seattle ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And so Garland will bring it up for Seattle. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Back to Korver. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Back to Garland. Garland is doubled. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
4 on the shot clock. Back to Korver. There's the triple. The rebound by Patterson. Taken away by Williams. Now Garland. To the middle. Here's Gobert.
The Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
And stolen by Leonard. No good on the 3. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the shot is good.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Patterson, the screen. Wow! Oh, my! What a play.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Here's Williams. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
When you do moves like that, hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Smart in transition, Leonard finding the right spot and doing what he does.
Here's the screen. Outside Korver. Over Suggs. Korver, no luck.
Seattle.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team.
And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different. If he hadn't fouled out, I think they may have pulled him anyway. This game is over.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Here's Rollins. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Away team ball.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
The away team.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for Porter.
Michael Porter.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.